We are seeing some new video that shows a shootout between an off-duty police officer and 4 gunmen.
And we know the newly released video by COPA shows the violent moments an off-duty police officer is under attack.
President Trump, can you reverse course and come back? President Trump, no, Memphis, no, come back here, Trump, come back here. How are you good people doing, my American informed brothers and sisters? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith, and you're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure that you guys are following me on the platforms above. Follow me down below. Click the thumbs up button. That way my content can stay consistently recommended to you. And if you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification that will bring down the drop box for you to select all notifications. Do not forget to check out the other channel, Man, Husband, Father. We're almost at 7,000 subs. I really appreciate it. If everything I ask you to do on this channel, do it over there. Chi-Town. Shout out to my family up there to send me this video right here. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad I am. You guys saying that a lot of people are tuning in from Chicago. I have some family tell me that a lot of them are saying that people they work with, they all became like real good, cool and buddies and things like that because they didn't know that their friends and their coworkers actually watch my channel up in Chicago. And then it got to a point to where now it's making my family them up there in some of y'all jobs and making them a little famous because they're like, that's my nephew, that's my cousin, that's my second cousin, that's my third cousin, that's my sister's grandson. Y'all saying all kinds of things with people y'all work with up there and things, right? So it's making them a little bit popular. But the cool thing about it overall is this. They're saying, man, if that's y'all's relative right there that's doing this stuff on YouTube, the dude is killing it. He is shining more light on Chicago than a lot of the news stations in Chicago. He's getting word out there on a broad, vast level, meaning it's not just being constricted to Chicago or better yet, locally. My stuff is going nationally and globally, right? So bars, by the way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is why they need more manpower because of situations like this. And ladies, viewer discretion is advised.
Twice in just a few hours, police officers shot at suspects threatening people with a knife.
It comes as we are seeing some new video that shows a shootout between an off-duty police officer and 4 gunmen. Our SL Rezai live at CPD headquarters taking a closer look at all of these investigations. SL?
Yeah, Marie, Erica, there's a rising concern for the safety of police officers on and off the job, as one of those situations last night was actually involving an off-duty cop. And we know the newly released video by COPA shows the violent moments an off-duty police officer is under attack.
Notice what she said. I want y'all to pay attention. She said you're going to notice this as an off-duty officer is under attack. Not an off-duty officer engaging in somebody committing a crime, but she is under attack, which means it's coming to her. And they got bold, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Keep watching.
Different camera angles from the early morning hours of August 3rd captured over a dozen gunshots in the back of the Yards neighborhood. At one point, you can see a white sedan reverse down the street as a female off-duty officer is backing into a garage. Moments later, you see the white car drive down the alley with the passenger door already propped open. 4 masked suspects jump out and start shooting into the garage. Moments later, she called 911 for help.
10-1, I'm an off-duty officer. They shot at me. I shot back. They're in a white sedan, 4-door, multiple heads.
Thankfully,
maybe they do need the military there, huh? If you don't look at this and tell me that this was some sort of hit, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. This woman was targeted. This was a hit. If you don't think this was a hit, look at this. It's almost like they just been. I guarantee you, they were spinning the block.
Yards neighborhood. At one point, you could see a white sedan reverse. down the street as a
that.
female off-duty officer is backing into a garage.
She about to ride right into them. Look
Moments
at that.
later, you see the white car drive down the alley with the passenger door already propped open. 4 masked suspects jump out and start shooting into the garage. Moments later, she called 911 for help.
10-1, I'm an off-duty officer. They shot at me. I shot back. They're in a white sedan, 4-door, multiple heads.
Thankfully, the officer wasn't shot, only injured by broken glass. Former Chicago Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy tells me being on high alert is something that becomes a lifestyle for police officers.
The thing that's really troubling is that this is the job that we take on. This is the situations that we get into. And quite frankly, I've been involved in more than a couple of hundred gun arrests. And every one of those arrests is an armed confrontation with a criminal. And you don't know which one is going to turn into a shootout.
He was concerned to hear about the 2 police-involved shootings that just happened overnight.
Attacking an off-duty PO.
On the south side, around 8 o'clock, an off-duty Broadview police officer was getting out of his car in an alley near 73rd and Langley when a man approached him with a knife.
Caller states a Broadview police officer is under attack in the alley and shots are being fired.
That's pretty wild. I got to tell y'all, for them to specifically target cops, that is absolutely wild. And this, let y'all know, this coincides with the video that I posted earlier. They're underpaid and they're overworked, but people are steady trying to argue and say they got all the manpower that they need. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry, that's horrible to be in that predicament where you're not paid nearly enough and you out here risking your life. You don't know if somebody got a hit out on you or anything, like how this lady, thank God she had a little bit of situation awareness right there to where they targeted her and came for her and didn't even care. They lit the garage up and thank God she didn't get hit. But to be that bold, how they know she was by herself? How they know there wasn't multiple people in the car with her? I tell y'all, a lot of things, there's some corruption going on in there, because I'm just saying that to put a hit out on her like that and knew when she was going to be leaving and things like that. Oh, come on. Let's go down this little conspiracy road a little bit right now. I'll be real quick. She worked with somebody. They know what time her shift starts. They know what time she's leaving. Them dudes show up. Or these dudes took time to case the place to follow her off her job and see where she lived and see what time she goes in. They watched her for a week or something like that, learn her habitual pattern and went after her. But no matter what, guys, this is what they are facing up in Chicago. You wonder why. We got that other story going on right there I just showed y'all before this video with the police being in a deficit like that. You in a deficit, it's a good chance you most likely are not going to get paid. They're watching your overtime and all that, and you putting your life out there and you don't know if you got a hit out on you. No, thank you.
You can see a knife left behind at the scene. Police say the off-duty officer shot the suspect in the leg. He was tracked down by Chicago police a few blocks away and taken into custody. A few hours later, on the west side, on Madison near Laramie, Chicago police officers saw a man holding a large knife while walking towards people on the street. After ignoring commands from police to drop the knife, he was shot and taken to the hospital in good condition.
We live with that stress. We live with that understanding. But when we make those arrests, we have to make sure that people pay the price for it and go to jail.
And as part of protocol, both that off-duty Broadview officer and the Chicago police officer will be on administrative duties over the next 30 days as the investigation into the shooting is led by the civilian office of police accountability. I'm live at Chicago Police Headquarters. Asal Razai, CBS News, Chicago.
Asal, thank you.
I told y'all. This is the reason why you will want the National Guard and all of them there and for situations like this. But then just think about it. Brandon Johnson is telling the police, better yet, Governor Pritzker, along with Brandon Johnson, encourage and is encouraging the police not to operate and cooperate with ICE. See what I'm saying? If that was some military men in that truck, they would have been cheering at them dudes came up. As soon as that car started coming down that alleyway, you would have saw that car get lit up. You would have saw that car with so many holes in it, man, y'all. I'm telling you. But oh no, Chicago don't got a lot of stuff going on. Chicago don't have a lot of bad stuff going on. They're not as bad as they're making it out to be. We're not saying, and I want to make this clear, that Chicago is not a beautiful city. But at the same time, the individuals that came up like I did in a certain type of environments, that stuff can weigh so heavily on you, man. It just, y'all don't even know the psychological ramifications it can do to a person unless you came out of it. Chicago, Decatur, Illinois, places like, man, if you haven't come out of the hard ghetto and things like that, you can't even begin to even understand the psychological things a lot of folks go. You talk about mental health. You get out of the hood and the ghetto from certain type of environments, man, you have overcome greatly what folks can't even imagine. Now, these cops are saying things like they go out every day wondering if something is going to happen to them or if somebody got something against them or whatever like that. That was everyday life for a lot of us. Welcome. No, I don't want to say that. No, but seriously, this is why I feel they need more manpower there. But Brandon Johnson said y'all don't need that. Y'all just see that police officer with them dudes talking to her like that and coming after her. They just need more money. You know, they need more resources. Yeah. Anyway, shout out to the family that sent me this video again, guys. I'm keeping you guys on the radar, and I might start doing some things, and I've been requested heavily by a lot of family members in Decatur. I'll get on Decatur. Don't worry. I'll add y'all to my arsenal as well, all right? Let me know what y'all think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Not forgetting to do what you see in this animation right here. You want to see the next video that I will be doing after this? It's going to be up there. Things as of yesterday right here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, click right there. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.